Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jenae with Yoga Eat Run, and you'll have to excuse my wild eyebrow there. You'll really have to excuse how I look today because I just got done working out and I feel great, but my hair is all wet, if you can see. So it was a killer workout. I did the Jeanette Jenkins Hollywood like 45-minute blast thing on the Nike Training Club app, and I didn't realize how much it was going to drench me in sweat. So sorry about my hair. Looks like crap. But the reason I'm making this video is because my cousin Desiree is always asking me to give her food options because she's trying to, get back on track with eating right and stuff like that and getting in shape. And she just doesn't know what to do with regards to her food. And she keeps messaging me on Facebook. She keeps saying, where are the recipes you're going to send me? Where are those, where's that list? And obviously she doesn't read my blog because I put stuff on my blog all the time. But just for her sake, I'm going to break it down right now and just tell you guys what I eat on a daily basis and what are my first food choices when it comes to eating healthy and stuff like that. So I'm going to start with breakfast. First off, for breakfast, I always have a cup of milk, and I want to just really quick say something about milk for a second. I drink milk one cup of milk about 3 to 4 times a day. I learned in my nutrition class that milk is very high in vitamin D and calcium, which helps protect against osteoporosis, and it's pretty much the perfect source of vitamin D and calcium. So, and for women, we need that because as you get older, your bones start to get more brittle, and you can prevent that if you take, calcium and vitamin D. And since it's not sunny outside here and we don't have a lot of sunshine and I can't really soak up much vitamin D from the sun, milk is the perfect option for everybody. So a cup of milk. Also, I usually have oatmeal. So what I'll do is I'll take, quick oats, just regular, Quaker oatmeal, half a cup, put it in a bowl, pour a cup of milk in there, and I'll usually throw in either half an apple chopped up and a half ounce of walnuts. If you guys don't have a food scale, I would suggest getting a little food scale, at the Walmart or something, and start measuring your food if you really want to get down and dirty with it, and then you can check calorie counts at calorieking.com. So I always go to calorieking.com, and so like for instance, I'll measure half an ounce of walnuts, and on calorieking.com, I am told that that equals 93 calories. So it's a pretty easy way to start measuring your food and stuff. You don't have to measure everything, but things that you don't really know, how much it's going to be, you can measure it. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at my big book of food journal here. And yes, I keep a food journal. So you can start by keeping a food journal, guys. It's pretty simple. Just write down how much you have, the calories, and I always write down the protein. I don't know if you guys can see that. See, oatmeal, milk, apple, walnuts. That was my breakfast. For lunch, I usually have an open-faced turkey sandwich. And I always, check the turkey at Walmart, and I always ask them, because I will go to, the deli area and ask for meat, but I always ask to see the package of meat, and I'll take a picture of it with my iPhone so I could take a picture of the nutrition facts. So anyways, open-faced turkey sandwich, and what I do is get one piece of bread, turkey, and I'll measure the turkey too, so like 3 ounces or 2 ounces. And then you don't have, like I said, you don't have to measure it. It's up to you. It's a good way to be precise. And I get light mayo. So Desiree, my cousin, if you don't have light mayo, get light mayo because it adds a ton of flavor to your food, and it's only like 35 calories per tablespoon. Get some measuring cups if you don't have measuring cups already. And then on the turkey sandwich, so bread, mayo, turkey, a tomato, a whole tomato, and I will eat the whole tomato. And then milk, a cup of milk, and gosh, my hair is terrible, guys. I feel embarrassed, but I'm sorry. And then I will take a handful of greens, so spinach, At Walmart, you can also get these big giant containers of fresh spinach. You should really get that. It's really good stuff. And I add it to anything that I can. I'll add spinach to eggs. Like when I'm cooking eggs in the morning, I'll throw a handful of spinach in there and let it wilt and mix it in and scramble it. And then you can also boil eggs for breakfast, by the way. And then for a snack during the day, I get these Greek yogurts. So just go find a Greek yogurt, high in protein, low in sugar. My preference is a brand called Fage. It's spelled, it looks like, okay, I'll just spell it. It's Fage. So, but it's pronounced Fage, I'm told. And then I'll have the other half of my apple that I cut in the morning from my oatmeal, because remember I told you I use half an apple for the oatmeal. So for my snack later that day, I'll just use the rest of the apple. And then for dinner, I actually have my dinner right in front of me right now because I'm about to eat it when I finish this video. But this is what I've been having lately for dinner. So this is a beet. If you don't, I'm into beets lately. I don't know why. It's really good. It tastes like corn. And I chop it up because they're, you know what beets look like, right? They're just little round red balls and they have like a sprout. Just for those of you who don't know what beets are, because trust me, there are Americans out there who don't eat vegetables and they probably don't even know what a beet looks like. Anyways, so I take it, I chop it up, I pour some olive oil on it, and then I take some rosemary, so you can go get some little rosemary at the store. I put rosemary on there. By the way, excuse the sound effects, my husband is playing Skyrim right now. And then I take coriander. I know you guys probably are like, what are these ingredients? But trust me, just look for it in the grocery store. It's not that hard. Cooking is not that hard, people. So coriander, what do you call it? I wish I would go get it right now, but I don't feel like getting up. I just worked out. I know. Anyways, it's just a spice, okay? So spice in the spice section called coriander. Pour a little coriander, a little pepper. You don't even have to have coriander. You could just put salt and pepper. So salt and pepper, your beets, throw them in the oven at 475 and just throw them in there until they get soft. I mean, you just check them for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, something like that. Okay, so these are my beets. Like I said, they look gross, but they're good. They taste like corn, like I said. Then I posted a recipe on my blog for this. This is a delicious, hearty, and yummy turkey meatball. And they're called turkey muffins, but really it's a meatball. And it's extra lean ground turkey, and it has egg whites, and it has a ton of spices. And you're going to have the recipes on my blog, so I'll be posting it below again. And there's a video on it on how to make it and everything. The girl walks you through it. It's from bodybuilding.com. And like I said, a ton of spices. You're just going to have to go get them. But it makes the meat so delicious, and it makes your dinner not plain and gross. So you're not eating just plain old gross chicken. You're having a yummy, hearty meatball, and it has celery in it too. I cut up some celery, and it has egg whites, and then it has oats as well. See, it's pretty good. Lots of fiber too for a meatball, because meatballs, you know, usually don't have a lot of fiber, but this one has oats in it. And then, of course, a cup of milk for dinner. So that's my dinner. And then right before I go to bed, I have a half cup of cottage cheese and frozen peaches. So what I do is I go to Walmart, get the bags of frozen peaches. You can also get frozen blueberries and frozen raspberries, which I would totally recommend because it's a summer fruit that you can have in your freezer all winter long. So go get frozen peaches, which are my favorite. Heat the peaches up in the microwave, and then pour like some stevia or like, you know, whatever sweetener on the peaches, and you eat it with the cottage cheese, and it's so delicious. And it's a good snack right before you go to bed because it helps level out your blood sugar, and you know, it helps you sleep better. It helps you not have nightmares and stuff like that. So that's what I do. That's been my routine for this week. I usually switch it up about every week or every 2 weeks. I'll do something different. Like I'll have a totally different lunch, or I'll have a totally different breakfast. Like another breakfast option is, like I said, boiled eggs, and there's oatmeal, and then I put raisins sometimes in my oatmeal, sometimes I put apples. Sometimes I'll, okay, so at Walmart, uh, there's Kashi whole grain blueberry waffles, and they are so delicious. So they come in a box, so I'm making this my little stuff with my hands here. So they come in a box, and you put them in your freezer, and I have some in my freezer right now. That way, if you get bored of oatmeal, or if you get bored of boiled eggs, or if you get bored of eggs with spinach, whatever it is you get bored of, you can always have a whole grain waffle, and you can put honey on there, or you can put, I use brown rice syrup. It's another sweetener. It's like syrup, but it's just made out of brown rice. It's really good. With a cup of milk. But there was something else I was gonna say and I forgot. Anyways, that's been my routine. So include as many veggies as possible. That's why I eat the tomato. Fix my eyebrow. I eat the tomato for lunch. I have cucumbers on hand. Just, veggies. You want to get a lot of fiber in your diet and stuff like that. So, Desiree, I hope that's a good start for you. I'll put the outline on my blog below this video. So, if you just sat down and listened to this video and you didn't write down anything that I said, that's okay, because it's going to be all outlined for you below on my blog. I'll put the brands of everything I just said, and so I hope that gives you a good start. That's just for 1 week. I'll post another video like this, in a few weeks when I have a different routine going on with my food. And don't keep sweet things on hand, because trust me, I have these yummy, they're sitting right there. I can see them. They're these yummy, like, biscuit Tim Tams. They're from Australia, and they just started selling them in the regular stores. I used to have a friend in Australia named Steven, and he would send me them like in packages as gifts, and I used to devour them, and they were so delicious. Well, they started selling them, and I bought some for Thanksgiving, and there's still some left, and I'm just staring at them. And I'll eat one like every now and then. I'm like, no, I shouldn't have eaten it. But it's okay because it's just one. I don't pig out, so that's a good thing. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great night. I hope that gives you an idea of some stuff, and I just basically blurted out some recipes right here and now, but like I said, check on my blog. I'll put all the recipes, I'll put everything, and drink your milk if you're a woman. If you're not a woman, you should still drink milk. For those of you who are vegetarian or vegan, find a way to get your vitamin D and calcium and be religious about it. That's just, I'm a nutrition student. We learned a ton about it. They stressed it throughout the entire nutrition book. Drink milk because it has calcium and vitamin D. If you don't, like I said, find another way. But anyways, milk is delicious. Oh, how could I forget this? Drink skim milk. Skim milk, not regular milk. Which, if you like regular milk, go ahead. Do whatever you want. I'm not the boss here, but I'm just for if you want to be healthiest and leanest as possible and you want to be heart healthy, then drink skim milk. So my husband likes 2%. He doesn't like my milk. Anyways, so I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you later.